if you want to be opening this product, you need to be prepared to be wrecked. Like, you got to be okay that you're just going to get wrecked with what you open. Welcome back to Master Set Madness. After today's video, we will have opened 40 boxes, 10 cases of Flesh and Blood Dynasty as we attempt to complete our master set. We're going for it. Again, 40 boxes already after this video. That's crazy. Thanks for joining along on the journey. We'll do a little bit of some updates here in this video with where we're at. Of course, we've got our list still going on in that corner. And man, 40 boxes in. Okay, we haven't done 40 yet. 36 and one pack, 2 packs. And we still are missing a non-foil rock. I don't know what to do about that, you guys. That is not a good sign, but a foil Eradicate is not bad. Followed by a foil Tome of AO. Look at that. Double majestic foil pack to kick us off. We're going to try and find that rock. We need to find some more marvels. We are, again, starting here on case number 10. So far, we have only opened, ooh, look at that, 3 foil majestics. Wow, look at that. Great start. We've only opened 5 marvels so far in the first 9 cases. And one of those was a duplicate of a different one, which means that we're in some trouble, right? We're in some trouble for trying to complete this master set because there's 14 marvels. So we got a way to go. Look at that. Look. Oh my goodness. This is the most beautiful rock you have ever seen. It is the non-foil version. That's what I'm talking about. We have finished the non-foil set. That is complete. That is the first part there of our completing our set. Let's just keep him right there so we can enjoy looking at rocks the whole video. Yes. Yes. We have done it. We have done it. Rock. Check it off the list. We also need to get some cold foil legendaries. So we're hoping to take one of those off the list right now. We have 2 of them. We have the Spirit of Arena and, of course, those beautiful boots that we're trying. Oh, we'll take another one. I don't care if we get a duplicate of those. And we also, of course, we got to get some of the big cards. We need the Fable, Command and Conquer, and that Emperor Marvel. Yeah, we don't want to get those soon. We're not going to be finishing this set. Fortunately, we do have Soraya. We do have Soraya. Wow, getting that rock so far at the beginning here, that just kind of threw things all over the place. But speaking of our friend the Emperor, like, if you guys paid attention, how low can the price go on the Emperor? It's below $1,000, like $950 or something on TCG Player as I film this. That's pretty amazing. As you see the price go down, I mean, we all knew the price was going to go down, but how far can it go? I don't know. Is it a $500 card? I don't know. And I think it's one of those challenges. It's like, well, you know, how many people, I think I've said this in other videos, how many people would rather, after they open that, keep that card or get $500 for it, right? There are, you know, of course, if you've got a lot of money and you got big paydays, you don't necessarily care. Another Heat Seeker. This is a big foil majestic box. You know, if you got big paydays, you don't really care. You just grab whatever you want for whatever price you want. But for your average user, your average player, average person who experiences the game, I don't know, these piles are so weird. I don't like the rares being in so many different slots. Like your average person, just like, oh man, it's got to be a pretty good card for you to want to hang on to it for $500, let alone $1,000 or the $2,000 prices we've seen before. Again, there's just yeah. There are a lot more people who would rather take the money, right? Take the money and run with it. Put it that way. They don't ponder very long and they just kind of move on it. So I wouldn't be surprised. That Emperor comes down quite a bit more. I mean, I don't know if there's anybody who's actually opening boxes more other than me. I assume there are. But things are definitely quieting down. Like I said way back in that should you buy video, which I think is still relevant. If you're new and you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. Powder Keg. Oh, we already have you, don't we? Beautiful card, but we need something new. If you haven't watched it yet, you're new, go back and watch it. Should you buy it now? Like I said, in general, for pretty much everything, the prices are going to go down. And I think since I made that video, there's probably, what? I don't know. I haven't checked every card, but it's got to be under 10 cards that have actually gone up compared to how many have gone down. Because that's just kind of how it works, right? That's how it works, even as people have said. Some people have said there's a pretty big influx of people coming in right now. It's going to take quite a bit. It's going to take quite a few for the price of these things to actually go up in general from release date, or even to maintain. That's box number 1. We're on box number 2 here, case 10. Halfway through the cases that I have. Oh man, that rock just, it rocked me. It rocked me. I know there will be joy in the streets, joy in the land of YouTube, Master Set Madness people, who will enjoy that. Oh, that's fun. We did hit 500 subscribers the other day. That was awesome. So we're halfway, if you remember, we're halfway towards the mark of trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before we finish this Master Set. And of course, we're trying to hit it by case 19, Yoji. And of course, as many of you have pointed out, even from the beginning, that's pretty difficult, that's pretty challenging. Of course, the big thing that's going to get us on that is the Marvels. Just cut to the chase, right? The problem is, of course, the Marvels. And so, not with today's stats, I'll look at it later. You can always check out my stat sheet, which is in the description, if you want to see kind of the rates of things we're opening here in Master Set Madness. But it's been rough on the Marvels. Like, it's been pretty rough. Like, so the average of pulling a Marvel, assuming I did my math right, so far in the first 9 cases is you've got about a 14% chance to open a Marvel in a box. 14% chance. That's pretty low, right? Not super, super great. You can open quite a few boxes. Then for a pack, like to get one in a pack, it's like a 0.57%, which is pretty bad. Of course, it makes it more fun when you do get one. It just means that you gotta open a lot of things. Another Iron Sun Pride. I think that's only the second one of those we've opened in almost 10 cases here. And I realized the other day too, we've only opened one harpooning pulse wave or whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called because I've only opened one. Never get to see it. Spellfray Gloves. We are still missing a couple of the common cold foils for our set. Let's get that Powder Keg visible. We also don't have a complete set of the rare foils. So there's quite a few things we're missing. I think we probably have the common one. I actually didn't try and make it based on how I saw the rare one was going. There was a fair amount missing in there, and I thought, I'm not going to shuffle anymore. I don't have time to shuffle. Let's open some stuff. But other than that, yeah, we're missing things in a lot of the foil categories here. So by the time you're done watching this video, you are, as many of you have already decided. Ooh, I think actually that was one of the ones I needed. So I'm going to put that up there. I think I actually need that. And talk about that card we're missing, Pulse Wave Harpoon, one of the better Majestics to open. That's only the second one in 9.5 cases. Rough. Very, very rough. So again, once you finish this video, not only will you probably realize why you shouldn't try and open the Master Set from boxes, but you probably shouldn't try opening a play set. Blazin' Yori. I don't remember if I have that one, but it's cool to have. We'll ponder it, think about it. Double Majestic pack. The Majestics are all over. All over. You get so many of them. So many of them, which of course makes it difficult for many of them to hold value. Yes, I am still using the word value. Set in that one. Almost finished with the first half of the case. Boxes are getting quieter. The dust is flying all over here. Plunder the poor. Swell tidings. That is a Majestic. Regicide. Again, the Majestics, they're just all over. It's like close to almost 30 of them per case that you open. And there's only 51, but 51 is enough different types of Majestics that, as you can see, you gotta work. You have to work to actually get all of them, or to open all of them as a play set. Not easy, not at all. Oh man, I mean, I guess I don't know what the direct comparison would be from like opening something like WTR or ARC back when they only had 10 in the Majestic slot, and you're gonna get about 2. Was it 2 per case back then? The second one, look at that, 2 in the same box, or same case. And back then, it was really rare to get a Majestic, but there was only 10 of them. And now there's 5 times as many, but you get more than 5 times. Yeah, you're getting about. You are getting more than 5 times. I don't know. This is math. I can't do math and think, which is part of doing math, and opening cards. It's too many things. Too many things at the same time. So you guys can do the math at home when you're ready. When you're ready. Oh man, another Hyperdriver cold foil. Those are cool, but we've got them. We don't have a play set, so I guess we can keep trying for those. Again, here on box 3, if you're new around here, if you're new and you're this far into it, I do suggest going back, checking out some of the other videos we've done. I think it's good for people to see kind of the diversity of box openings, to see what you get in different situations. It's nice to not only see the big crazy box openings, but get kind of the bad ones, the in-between ones. Gives you a really good feel for the set if you're a newer player, to realize, oh, maybe I don't want to be buying cards this way. I think a lot of times it's really easy to watch one box opening and see, wow, they did amazing. And you think everything's amazing, or wow, they did terrible. And then you think everything's terrible. It's good to watch a variety of them. And of course, if you watch them from the same person, then you get a better idea to, like, if that person's just every time like, hey, wow, it's always amazing, then you know that it's not really always amazing, or they just delete the ones that aren't amazing. I don't know if anybody actually does that, but you should. Here, we're on case number 10. You get to see 10 totally different experiences. That box 1 was really fun, with getting a card you needed for the set, and then fun pulling a couple Majestics right away. But as far as money in, money out, we're not doing great here. Roar the Tiger foil and Mindset of the Tiger, but we have not opened more value than was put into purchasing this. That is for sure, and I think that's kind of the average box that you're going to get. And I know there's been Arachne. Don't need any more Arachnes. You got a ton of that Majestic. That one you are going to get a lot of, if it's anything like me. And another Surgical Extraction foil. We got one in the last case we opened. Look at that. 2 cases in a row with foil Surgical Extraction. Man, if there was like 4 or 5 Majestics at that value, even 3, that would be nice. That would be nice. Oh man. So yeah, as I was saying before, I think I kind of jumped away from it, but the chances of us opening enough Marvels here to get this by case 19 is pretty low. It is pretty low, especially at 14% per box of getting a Marvel, which means that you know, like half the cases we're doing, we're not getting marvels. Ooh, another Pulse Wave Harpoon. They're finally coming in. And of course, you know, 2 of the marvels we're missing are very difficult ones. Another Mask of Perdition. That's the only the second regular one. I've opened as many cold foils of that as regular ones. That's crazy. We really got to hit the Emperor sometime soon here. We really need an Emperor. We really need to see that Fabled. So this is rough. You know, like this is just getting rough. We need some of that pack magic. You know, I keep seeing people are like, well, I opened 2 boxes and I got 2 marvels or 3 marvels, and or I opened my first box and I got a Fabled. And it's like, oh, come on, you guys. Come on. I'm opening 40 boxes. 40 boxes. And we ain't got one. Right? Which, again, like I said, I think it's actually a good reason why you should watch some box openings like this every once in a while, because it's so easy to wander around on the internet and, you know, you get to see the best and the worst. Like most people don't just go around and kind of post kind of your average, I got an average box, unless you specifically ask for it. But a lot of people, when they're really excited or really angry, they're going to let you know. They're going to let you know why. Actually, yeah, I got a comment on a recent video. I want to say it was the last video. I can't remember. Somebody kind of sharing kind of the bad experience they've had with Flesh and Blood so far. I don't know, they had a lot of things in there of why everything was terrible. And I think some of it was buckle. It's cool. Maybe a little bit overblown. Maybe quite a bit overblown and not necessarily true in a lot of things in the descriptions. But it's interesting because you still see that card games, they have a special way. I don't know. I don't know if it's more than other types of games or not, but it seems like TCGs have a really special way of making people either really, really happy or really, really upset. And I think a lot of that comes with, obviously, if you open something amazing or terrible, kind of how the finances turn out from opening card games. You know, it's not like buying a board game where you get everything every time and you know what you're getting. But I think part of that too then is what you're kind of expecting as you go into it. And I think just even still with 2020, there's probably still a lot of people feeling that idea that, you know, you should be getting, I don't know, or that you can make a lot of money, and people, I don't know. I don't know, but as I've said before, I do not suggest you do anything like a Master Set Madness. Unless you're a store, unless you're getting it super, super cheap and you know what you're doing and you've got outlets to sell things. I do not encourage this as being the way to get cards. And really, if you want to open packs in general, you should do it because you enjoy it and because you enjoy the game, not because you think you're going to hit big. You might hit big, but you probably aren't. It's it. It is viewable here. We are on box number 40 right now. We're almost done with box 40. No Fableds, no Emperors. You can imagine that there are a lot of other people who haven't opened 40 boxes who have not gotten those things. And it does happen, but again, it's so rare that you get that one box or that one case and you get it. So if you kind of go into it more with the mindset of like, that would be cool, but I'm actually going to be really happy just because I'm opening cards and I like opening cards, you can have a much, much better time with it than, you know, coming in with any sense of financially what you're going to get out of it. Now, of course, you've heard me say I like it and think that it should be set up in a way that you get something relatively close in like every box to what you put into it. But unfortunately, it's just not the way it is. And you got to be ready for that. You got to be ready for it. If it's something you can't handle or can't be happy with, I mean, you got two options, right? You just buy singles. Great, good way to do it. Or the other way is you just don't play TCGs and just don't engage in them, because that's That's part of the way it is. It's part of the model. We got 2 packs left here. 2 packs left here. There is, ooh, there's a cold foil Majestic we needed. Imperial Ledger. That's a cool one. Check that out. Check that out. That's 40 boxes. 40 boxes to get that Ledger. Oh, man. And no Emperor. No Emperor? Is he here? Slay the Scholars, Jumpstart. That's it. 40 boxes in. And you know what? Actually, here's what I'm going to do. I haven't done this yet. I'm going to check the prices on this because I want you to see what you actually get out of this. Okay, so we'll pause for a second, check the prices. So we're back, and after checking out the prices, we got a grand total of $165. $165 of value from this, even with foil surgical extraction, construct nitromechanoid. I mean, you're not going to do any better on Majestics other than getting Marvels. So I don't know. I guess kind of what I would say is if you want to be opening this product, you need to be prepared to be wrecked. Like, you got to be okay that you're just going to get wrecked with what you open. Because this is like, I mean, this is not bad. Majestics wise, like, this isn't bad at all. This is about as good as you get, like I said, other than opening Marvels and Legendaries and different things, which you can see 0 Marvels, 0 Legendaries, an entire case. That's like, that's crazy, right? Like, and yeah, I mean, you gotta be prepared to be wrecked, because if you aren't and you buy this expecting you're gonna get something amazing, you will be disappointed. And that's not the experience anybody wants to have. So keep that in mind. Again, that's why I say watch the whole Master Set Madness. You're going to get the whole gamut there. But I will say in this, compared to Uprising, and I opened Uprising like months into the set happening. But compared to Uprising, there have been a lot of cases like this. I haven't counted every single one of them, priced it out for you on the screen. But this is unfortunately not uncommon. And it's, I don't know, I hate people say, well, keep the prices down. It's like, yeah, I want the prices to be low for people to play, but I want everybody who opens packs to have a good experience. And I don't know, maybe make some more videos on this in the future, but right now I don't think that Dynasty's quite there. I don't think it's quite producing that. It feels pretty bad that you can pull the best Majestic in foil in a case and the second best one, and nothing, right? You're just like, well, should have just bought them. But we got rock. We did get rock. And I know this is what you really came for. This is what you really came for. So get ready to be rocked. We're going to keep going. Master Set Madness. We'll see you next time.